Okay, so you had quite a bit of homework last Thursday to practice and solidify the concepts of functions that we learned so far. I'm going to go through all of the corrections of those, and I am going to move on with the notes today as well. So, but there'll only be a little bit of homework tonight, and then we may do some more practice before moving on. And we'll see how that format works, and you can let me know if it's not working out for you. So, question 8. We had a definition of f of x equal to 4 times the input and g of x equal to the input plus 1. So I'm rewriting, not using the arrow format, and they want us to calculate if g of 3 plus k times f of 3 is equal to 8, we have to find the value of k. So break this down step by step. First of all, find g of 3. Well, g of 3 is x replaced by 3, 3 plus 1, which is 4. Then find f of 3. F of 3 is 4 times 3, which is 12. And then we can fill everything that we need into this equation here. So instead of g of 3, I'm going to have 4. And instead of f of 3, I'm going to have 12. So I can rewrite this equation as 4 plus 12k equal to 8, and that's a pretty straightforward equation to solve. 12k is equal to 8, take 4, k is equal to 4 divided by 12, which is 1/3. So k is 1/3. Okay, question 9. Again, we have our function definitions up at the top. F of x is 2x squared minus 1. G of x is x plus 2. And we're asked to solve equations. The first one is f of x equal to 3. So they haven't told us a value for x, which means we're just going to use the full function definition here. 2x squared minus 1 is equal to 3. So bring the minus 1 to the other side, or it doesn't really matter. 2x squared, this is a quadratic, equals minus 1 plus 1. 2x squared is equal to 4. Then divide across by 2. X squared is equal to 2. And remember, when we introduce a square root sign, we have to also put in the plus or minus. So I can square root both sides, but I'll actually get 2 answers here. Whenever you have a power of 2, you will get 2 answers usually. So x is plus root 2 or minus root 2. That's the solutions there. If there's part of that you don't understand, please do let me know, especially when we're introducing that plus or minus there. We've seen it before, but you mightn't fully understand it, so you can ask me about it if you're not sure. Part 2, we're solving g of x equals f of 3. So before I even substitute into this, I'm going to work out what f of 3 is. That is 2 by 3 squared minus 1. I can just put that into my calculator in one go, and I get 17. Let me double check because I did that in my head. So 2 bracket 3 squared minus 1 is 17. So then I'm replacing f of 3 with 17 because that's the answer that I got over there. And I'm replacing g of x with x plus 2 because that's the definition of it. So this is what I'm solving. X plus 2 equals 17. So x is equal to 17 minus 2. X is 15. You can do that in more steps if you want to, but there's no need to show any more working out than that. Now, next, part 3. We were asked to find f of x equal to g of x. So this is actually the point of their points of intersection. We set them equal to each other. F of x is 2x squared minus 1. G of x is x plus 2. So I'm solving this equation. What does it look like? It looks like a quadratic. So we bring everything to one side. 2x squared minus x minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 equals 0. You can solve this whatever way you want, but I would think the easiest is to use the minus b formula. So x is minus a minus 1 minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So where are those values coming from? A, B, C, because I have it in the right pattern. We'll pop this into our calculator in one go and we'll get 5. We should get 5. Let's double check that. I should just do it rather than guessing ahead. We have the square root of -1 squared minus 4 bracket 3 and a -3. Make sure all your minuses are right. Oh, that should have been a 2 back here. 2, I just typed it in wrong, and we get 5. Okay, so this is 1 plus or minus 5. Not the square root of 5, that was the square root of 25. The calculator did all the work for me. All over 4, and the plus answer gives me x is equal to 1 plus 5, 6 over 4, or 3 over 2. And the minus answer gives me x equals 1 minus 5 minus 4 over 4 minus 1. Again, you can use the calculator to work those out if you want. So that was question 9. So you can see what we're doing there. If they put a value inside the brackets, we're replacing x. If they say that the whole thing, if we don't have a value inside the brackets, we replace the whole function with the definition of the function as we're given. Now, question 10. We have a function f of x defined as 1 plus 2 over x. You can see these are really good for the algebra that we need to practice with fractions and all the rest of it. We're asked to first of all evaluate f of minus 4, which is 1 plus 2 over minus 4. Just pop that into your calculator in one go. 1 plus 2 over minus 4. It gives us a half. So f of minus 4 is a half. In part 2, f of a fifth. That's 1 plus 2 over 1/5, which is going to be 11. Where am I getting that from? When you divide by a fifth, it's the same as multiplying by 5. But if you're not good at spotting those, there is no reason why you shouldn't still get full marks by using your calculator. So we get 11. It's quicker if you can do it in your head, and it will help with some of your other algebra if you know that dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. Okay, both of those were part 1. Part 2 then, we're asked to find the value of x for which f of x is equal to 2. So I'm replacing my f of x with 1 plus 2 over x, and we're saying that it's equal to 2. I don't just have two things on the either side of the equal, so I can't cross multiply. I need to use a common denominator. Well, there's only one fraction, so there's just one denominator, which is x, and I multiply each part of my equation by x. Anywhere I have a fraction, it's going to divide in, leaving me with x times 1, which is x, plus 2 equal to x times 2, which is 2x. And I'll leave the 2 there and bring the x over just because it's slightly more convenient, and I get x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2. The input is equal to 2 when the output is equal to 2. Find the value of k in part 3 if k times f of 2 is equal to f of a half. Well, we haven't done f of a half yet actually, but we have done this part here. So k times f of 2 will be k times 2. Oh, I apologize, guys. No, we were told the output of that. Oh, that's the same thing. When the input is 2, the output is 2. We could skip a step, but let's just do it as if it's a completely new question. F of 2 is 1 plus 2 over 2, which is 2. And f of a half is 1 plus 2 over a half, which is 5. How do I know it's 5? That's 2 times 2, 4, 4 plus 1, but we can use the calculator as well if we need to. So then this will be replaced by 2, and this will be replaced by 5. And what we're actually solving is 2k equals 5, so k is equal to 5 divided by 2, 2.5 or 5 over 2, if you prefer to leave it as a fraction. Okay, that was all of question 10. Let's go on to question 11. We're told that g of x is 1 minus 4x, and we need to find g of k plus 1. So k plus 1. That means that I'm replacing x with k plus 1 and multiplying out my brackets. 1 minus 4k minus 4, which is minus 3 minus 4k. And that's it. And that was part 1. And then hence, we're going to use that answer to solve the equation g of k plus 1 equals g of minus 3. So first of all, we'll go and find what g of minus 3 is. That's subbing in x equals minus 3, so 1 minus 4 by minus 3, which is 13. 1 plus 12. So this becomes minus 3 minus 4k equals 13. Minus 4k is equal to 13 plus 3, 16, and k is equal to minus 4, dividing across by the coefficient of k. Right, let's do question 12, the last one. So if you got stuck on some of these, you might try them again when you have time. I know that time is probably difficult to come by at the moment, and motivation as well, but it is good if you can practice these. You know, if you didn't understand them before, but now after watching the video, you understand them, it's good to come back and practice them again. So there's our definition of g of k. And for part 1, we're asked to find g of negative x. So what I'm doing here is I'm replacing the x value with a minus x, which just gives me minus 3x minus 2. Whatever they put in the brackets is what we replace the x value with. Part 2, g of 2x equals 4. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually finish that one. So we were solving g of minus x equals 6. I found g of minus x, and now I have to put it equal to 6. Minus 3x minus 2 equals 6. Minus 3x is equal to 8, and x is equal to negative 8 thirds, minus 8 over 3. And I'm zooming through these now, but you can slow it down and make sure you understand it yourself. G of 2x equals 4. So first of all, g of 2x means I replace x in my function definition with a 2x, and that gives me 6x minus 2. So what I'm solving is 6x minus 2 equal to 4, 6x is equal to 6, and x is equal to 1, dividing across by 6. And part 3, we're dealing with fractions. We want to find 1 over g of x equal to 6. So what's 1 over g of x? Well, this is 1 over 3x minus 2 equal to, and I'm going to change that to 6 over 1, because now I have two fractions either side of an equal sign, which means I can cross multiply to solve. So 6 bracket 3x minus 2 is equal to 1 times 1, giving me 18x minus 12 equals 1. 18x is equal to 13, and x is equal to 13 divided by 18. And that's it. So that's how we use functions to solve what look like really tricky problems, but we're just getting into the habit of replacing whatever's in the brackets goes in place of x, and whatever is on the other side of the equals, you just set it equal to it. Do let me know if there's parts of that you still don't understand. Thank you.